We are here for our program called Question Tag, where we invite personalities in order to speak about important subjects. Today, it's our privilege to receive the honorary consul of Ivory Coast in Bangalore, India. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you.
And thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Yes, sir, could you please introduce yourself to our audience?
I am the honorary consul of a country called Ivory Coast. I have been appointed by the Embassy of Ivory Coast in New Delhi, and I am here on an appointment and the representation of the Indian Minister of External Affairs.
Okay, thank you, sir. So, sometimes many people are confused about the difference between two things. Can you explain clearly what is the difference between honorary consul and consul?
A honorary consul is a person who is a citizen of India representing another country in India. So a consul is a person who is a citizen of the same country who is transferred or placed in a different country to represent that country. What is the difference?
I think it's clear now. And so, can you explain your exactly missions?
See, the Embassy of Ivory Coast has appointed me to promote business from Karnataka to Ivory Coast. We have a lot of IT companies, softwares, and a lot of industrialist entrepreneurs in Karnataka whom we would like to represent or place for business in Ivory Coast. The second mission is to take care of my brothers and sisters from Ivory Coast who are doing their education, who plan to have a bright future after they complete their education in India.
Okay. Thank you, sir. So, what are the real problems that Ivorians are facing in Bangalore?
See, when an Ivorian comes to Bangalore, the first thing is he faces a problem with the language, because Ivory Coast is a French country, and we mostly we have a lot of English speaking things, and he has to do his education in English, write his exams in English. So that's the major first problem. Second problem is he has a lot of problems with the rules and regulations, understanding them, going through them, because it's totally different from Ivory Coast. The third problem is the student doesn't solve the problem as and when it is. So he sleeps on the problem, he takes the problem for a long time. So that's the third problem. So these are the major problems as I've seen in the students.
Okay, but so we have another main problem that overstay. What is the solution or attitude you can take about this?
As far as overstay is concerned, last year we have tried to solve about 40 cases and overstay, and they've gone back to the country. Overstay problem involves a lot of people in it. It's first the Ivorian student who comes into Bangalore. Once he knows that he's not renewed his RP, it's his first duty to take an help from the consulate office. So if that is done, I think most of the problem is solved. If he doesn't take a help from anyone and he tries to stay, or he tries to take a help from an unknown person, then the problem becomes more. This is the main problem we are facing of the overstay.
Thank you, sir. So now, how should Ivorian behave according to Indian culture and rules?
India is a country with a rich culture. Here, everything from business to day, we use a lot of culture in our day-to-day living. So once an Ivorian comes into India or South India, Karnataka, Bangalore, so the first thing is he should get adjusted to the Indian culture. He should read some books about what Indian culture is.
Okay.
In India, the culture is very strong. So getting into the groove of Indian culture is very important for a student. So when the freshers come into India to do their education in Bangalore, we try to have a cultural beat where there is a performance done by the Ivorians as well as the Indians, where they blend and they know what the culture is and how they have to behave. Basically, the culture in India is more into clothing and food habits, and respecting the elders, and also the officials who are on the higher scale. This is the basic culture the Indians follow.
But it's not possible to give different rules to one book to our government before to come here.
Exactly. The embassy in Delhi is working on that. They have already made a book, and they have their plans of educating the student whoever takes a visa to come here on these cultures and benefits. And once a student enters into India, if he registers with the consulate office, we also educate him about what is the culture, and we have a booklet and we give it to him and we will educate him.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Could you now give a piece of advice to Ivorian living in Bangalore?
All the Ivorians in Bangalore, I just want to tell you that as a consulate of Ivory Coast, I am always there for you. And any problem you have been facing, try to solve the problem immediately. You have a problem, don't come to me after 1 year. You have a problem, just come to me on the same day. We will try to talk to the people who are having or created this problem for you, like the college or the FRR or whomever. We can talk to and we can solve the problem as it is as soon as possible.
Thank you, sir. But sir, before to close, I have one last question. It's possible to get one job after our degree here?
See, we have been getting about 1,200 students every year from Ivory Coast. And the sad part is when people pass out of here, when they go back to their country, we are getting only 50% of the people complete their courses and go back. So this is the situation. When you go back to your country, I believe a person who's done his education in Bangalore is paid very well in Ivory Coast. We also have a lot of openings like the United Telecoms of Bangalore. They have gone to Ivory Coast, they are doing their business there. We have a lot of construction companies doing their business in Ivory Coast. Yes, there is a requirement, there is a huge requirement of students to come in and join up. But it also depends on how you score, because you are a student. After you complete your education, you have to go back and come on a study visa, come on a business visa. So you have to think over which is your field and what you want to do. Vacancies, yes, there are a lot of vacancies available for Ivorians because a lot of Indian businessmen are doing their business in Ivory Coast.
Thank you so much, sir, for coming. Thank you to all those who are following us, and see you next time for another question tag. Thank you.
Thank you. I am Naveen here, the Honorary Consul of Ivory Coast in Bangalore. I wish all the Ivorian citizens who are coming into Bangalore a happy new year and a happy and a prosperous new year. May you complete all your educations and go back home and get a good job to support your family. I also invite all the Ivorians students who would like to come to Bangalore to come here, settle down, meet me, talk to me and have a good time. Thank you. Wish you all the happy new year once again.